Oh no. I got sleepy brain for this. What is it? Yeah, it's 2 in the morning. I got sleepy brain playing Subnautica. I am gonna do survival so that I'm not as terrified. I'm still gonna be terrified because, you know, blah. But I'm still gonna try. Whew. Land planet with only a couple patches of water. Enough alcohol for that thing that you see on TV, you know, the commercials, I'm feeling a little famished. I beg your pardon. Sorry, I was just trying to think. That's my thing. Oh. Hey. Welcome to the stream. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was live streaming on Risk of Rain, but then I had to stop and switch over here because I was getting kind of tired of dying. I have to stream
you have
on
suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. His PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Thank you. Anyway, I was streaming on Risk of Rain, but then I quit because on this account on PS4, I don't have all the characters and stuff. I don't even have any achievements, so I didn't want to do it because it's
orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Alright, got some acid mushrooms. Got some of this. There's some limestone. I can already tell this will be a good one. I was actually going to start making a YouTube series on Subnautica, but I did not want to. Well, that's not the real reason. The real reason is that I was gonna make a series, but once you record for like a half hour, an hour, and then you think you've done so much stuff, and then, or you think you can do so much stuff.
Is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Thank you. Once you record for like an hour and you realize that you have done literally nothing to progress in the game. I hate you. Once you have recorded that much and done nothing, it's very aggravating. And so I just do that with live streaming. And then I realized that I couldn't because of my age restrictions on my other account, but I didn't even think about this account. The reason I don't stream Apex or like Risk of Rain anymore, or like games like that, is because I don't want to lose my progression. It's really annoying going back to square one after being on square 100 for so long. It gets very annoying, and I don't want to do that. So, on games like this and The Forest and stuff like that, then
New blueprint acquired.
it's not as bad. Whole fish. Here we go. Ooh, even more titanium. Yeah, I got room for it. I don't need to pick up any more titanium right now. What I need is copper, quartz, and I need to find a shipwreck. So that better not be what I heard. I knew I heard it. I don't know how it got activated, but I knew I heard it. No, 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 no. Hatred is all I feel for those stupid things. Man, I swear, not even stalkers get me that freaked out. Okay, but I freak out that bad for crashes. You should see how bad I freak out whenever I see a Reaper Leviathan. I don't even have to be being chased by a Reaper. All I have to do is see one, and I freak out. They're just so scary. I mean, like, they're looking away one second, and then the next, all you hear is their terrifying scream, and then they're right in front of you, eating you by your toes. I don't want to be eaten by my toes. That's painful. I want to be eaten by, like, anywhere on my body. That's actually a good question. I would choose to be eaten by either my back, so they break through my spine first. That way I won't be able to feel the rest of it, as I will have no...
is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
It is essential in something else that I won't say. But thank you, Karen. What was I saying? Oh, either my back, so that they deaden the nerves and I don't feel anything past that.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Thank you. Or I would like to be eaten through the top of my head. That way they break through my brain very quickly and kill me. Then again, if I had to choose somewhere to be eaten slowly, and like I had to stay alive while I was being eaten by like a monster or something, I would probably choose either my spine or like my. If I was forced to stay alive, I think I honestly don't know. It is so hard to think of a specific part of your body that you would want to be eaten.
New blueprint.
I mean, I don't want it to be eaten, that's the thing. Either my butt, my spine, since your butt is mainly fat,
technology and to
I figure
uphold
it won't
alien
hurt the entire
biological
time.
data.
My spine because it'll deaden the nerves. I'll stay alive, but I might just pass out from the pain, and that's fine. Or like my feet or something. Because I mean, I may be getting hurt, but they're getting a mouthful of feet every time they take a bite. So I mean, it's kind of bad for both of us. I'm starting to realize why I don't live stream. I just had like a 3-minute conversation with what I think is myself. Yeah, I just had like a 2-minute conversation with myself on about where I would want to be eaten from. Yeah, that's fabulous. My goodness. Okay, what do I want to do? What do I need to do? I need to get a knife, which means I need to... Ooh, I need that quartz as well. I need to get a knife. I need to get a better air tank. And I need to get that sea glide fragment. Because I'd completely forgotten. I forgot until right now. Even where I don't even know where it is now. See, this is why beginning of the game takes so long to do. Now, in the beginning, it just simply takes you forever to get anywhere. Alright? But everywhere is still close enough. Huge trek every time you go to get something. Now, in the end, or in late game, if you want anything to build, like, decent stuff with, you need,
detecting
like...
increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
Thank you. Like, if you want to, like, build something or something, you have to go so far. Or, like, if you want to find anything or go down to the lava zone or anything. Unless you build a base, like, right next to it, it just feels like you have to go so far. You don't actually have to go far. It just feels like it, you know? And it sucks. Let me put my titanium in here, because I have a plethora of it. Alright. Now I'm probably going to forget that's in there and pick up 24 more titanium anyway, because I forget all the time. One sec, I am checking my phone, because I'm lazy. And... do not want to come down here at night. I was stalling so that I didn't have to. I don't care that this is the safe shallows. This is where night is not okay. I don't like night. Hang on, so while I'm here, I'm gonna go into YouTube and check and make sure I sound fine. Since I don't think there's anybody watching, I want to make sure I sound alright, in case someone does pop in. Alright, am I that far behind? Jeez. There's a very big delay between me and the stream. I don't know why. Oh wait, this is the wrong stream, isn't it? Is it the wrong stream? Yeah. This isn't live. Yeah, okay. Let me go to the live. Here we are. I was watching the Risk of Rain. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I sound fine, and the game looks fine and everything, so I am happy. Ooh, is that a sea glide fragment? I think so. Yep. Thank you. The sooner I get a sea glide, the sooner I get a light, the sooner I am happy. Okay, I don't want. I want none. That was weird. Okay, let's... for some more air, because I don't want to die. Oh wait, no, this is regular survival. I don't have to care. I don't have to constantly be going up. I'm used to hardcore. I play this game on hardcore. I never play it on regular. So, whenever I die, I'm gonna be so sad for the first, like, 5 seconds. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh wait, I'm not getting just a game over screen. I mean, like, I lose some of my stuff, but I don't.
New blueprint acquired.
Which is good for the stream, but also good for my heart. Because just recently I lost a game due to thirst, because I brought 2 water bottles with when I should have brought like 8. I underestimated how long I would have been gone, and because of that it cost me my life. I had 26 hours logged in this particular hardcore world, and I died because of thirst, of all things. Never once have I ever been so broken and hurt by a video game. Except for, like... No, I think this... Yeah. I've never been hurt worse than that in a video game. That's creepy. I don't like your eyes, good sir. I mean, most things I give compliments with their eyes. Even the peepers look kind of cute with their little eyes. But the gasopods do not look cute. Their eyes make them look like Caustic from Apex Legends, and that happens to be the one that I hate. Ooh, this is so pretty. I never actually come out here at night. I mean, like, unless I have that from the gasopod. I keep forgetting what
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Yes, ma'am. I never actually go out at night, unless I have like a flashlight or something, because I don't like the nighttime on here. So going out there and seeing all those plants and all the bioluminescence is so pretty, aesthetically pleasing, I may say. Okay, I wish I had music playing in the background, but I can't at the moment. My phone's on the charger, and my mother is asleep in the next room, so I can be loud. Like, if I see something, I will scream. That's for sure. But, like, I can't, like, have music blaring on full volume like I usually would. Simply because I'm gonna take some titanium out and make a blade. Just because I don't want to wake her up. I don't want to be a burden. I always feel bad to be a burden. A burden. I'm sorry, anybody that's watching. I don't think there's anybody actually watching.
Final blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
But yeah, I certainly apologize to anybody watching. This is my tired mind, and yeah. Give it to me, give it. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay, it didn't wake up. It didn't wake up. I'm good. I'm alright. It's cool. I'm cool. I'm not cool. I am on. It's weird. I'm super calm because I'm really tired and I can't be worked up. But at the same time, I am so worried about dying. but I don't want to die. Seems like a weird overstimulation, yet also understimulation, and yet, I don't know, it's a weird combination.
Lifepod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
I wonder why it would do that. Like, I wonder, of course, for the game plot, but in a practical standpoint, would there be any actual reason, if you were in fact trapped on a world, and if you were in fact getting help, whether it be in like 3 years or not, but it's gonna come. It would be the same for everybody else. It would be the same time. If there's no need for you to go to the other people, assuming they would be alive in real life, then would you actually go? I'm actually kind of curious about that. If there is anybody watching, you should, oh no, I accidentally dropped it. There we go. If there is anybody watching, go ahead and tell me your thoughts on that, because, I mean, I'm actually kind of curious about that. Yeah. It's like, to be honest, I would probably go just to make sure that they were okay, but I would not bring them back to my base. Because I've never been out, like, on my own anywhere, or whatever, but, like, I can imagine what it's like, and to be alone by itself takes a toll on a person, whether it be just alone for a day or alone for years. It takes a toll on a human's brain and their mental stability, but it also makes them a lot less controllable around other people. And when that happens, bad things tend to happen to the person and the other people that they're around. And for pure fear of others doing that to me, and vice versa, I think I would just, like, make sure that they're okay, and then go back to my base. As long as they weren't in any immediate threat, like, I would give them water if they needed water or something. But I would not bring them back to my base. I wouldn't let them live with me or anything. Because, like, if you think about it, the odds of surviving in a team are substantially higher if you don't take into argument about the, say, mental stability of said person, or the mental stability of yourself.
Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules. Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxia.
I'm gonna explode. Ow. I don't like being exploded. But yeah, that's just one of the things that I've, like, always been curious about, like, how people think they would react. And a lot of times, a lot of people would say, simply for the fact of them being treated as a nice person and being elegant for the rest of the world, a lot of people would say, like, yeah, man, I would help them, I would save them, I would do anything for them. If they needed my help, I would be right there, man. But a lot of people really don't think about the toll that it would take on your body, on everything about you, being alone. And I think that's why when
Bleach
these
is
people
an essential chemical used for cleaning wounds and purifying water.
and like if they do get into that predicament, a lot of
Preparing
times
the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Thank you. I think in a lot of ways that's why people, if they say like they would help people or whatever, and they do end up in that predicament, I think that's part of the reason why they get so psyched out, like creeped out, and freaking out all the time, not knowing what to do or anything, because they just simply don't know. You never actually can prepare yourself for anything major. Like you can say, yeah, if this bad thing happens to me, then I would do this, or if this bad thing happens to me, I should do this. But you can never actually know what you'll do until it actually happens to you. And in a lot of ways, that sucks. Not knowing what you would do until you're in that predicament sucks so bad. Because, like, if you're talking about a bear attack, you want to know what you're gonna be doing. You want to know how you will react, but you don't. It literally just comes down to if you fight or if you don't. And if you don't, chances are you might survive. And if you do, chances are, if you don't have any weapon, chances are you'll die trying to fight. It sucks, but I mean, if you're out in the wilderness by yourself, you have to know your limits, but you also need to know...
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Thank you, Karen. But you also have to know... You have to know your limits, but you also need to know, like, your strengths, if that makes sense. Like, how far you can push those boundaries. Like, of course, I know my boundaries. My boundaries for if I get lost in the woods are, no bears. And no cougars and stuff like that. No danger. Stay away from danger. Duh. Find shelter. Make sure it's near water. Have at least a possible food source. And make sure that you're not near danger. Of course, warm temperature is always a factor, but I never really think about that. But then when you're in that predicament, you can't control whether there's danger or not. The only thing you can do is hope. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking about this before I get too in-depth. I am already too in-depth. What I need to do is... Where do I need to go? I think I need to go over this way. This way? This way. And I need to get some Seamoth parts. Seamoth parts and mobile vehicle bay parts. Because sooner I get a Seamoth, the sooner I can get a habitat builder, and the sooner I can get the prawn suit. The prawn suit is my crowning achievement of this stream. If I can get it, I will be a very happy camper. I know I probably should have... Hey, Stalker Tooth already. That is very good. I know I probably should have played this on hardcore, but I wasn't really feeling in the mood to constantly be terrified and scared. I say as I play a game where I can't see more than 30 meters in front of me. But yeah, I just didn't want to have that added fear of only being able to die once, for one, and not having sorry. I really hate those stupid things. And like not knowing when your air is down, you have to look at it. You don't actually get a warning. On regular, you get a warning. It says like 30 seconds or oxygen when you need to get oxygen. But on hardcore, you do not get that. Where are you? Where are you coming from?
New blueprint acquired.
Dear goodness. Alright, do I have the capability to go all the way down there to look for something that I can't even make yet? No. I need a sea glide. That's... Yeah. I've got the stuff to make a sea glide. What do I need to make a sea glide? Battery, titanium, silver? That's a questionable silver. I don't actually think silver is a factor. A battery, glass? Maybe. And titanium. I know titanium is a factor. Battery, glass, titanium. Should be glass. If it's not glass, I don't know what it is. Alright, but... battery, lube, titanium, copper, wire. Oh my goodness, for some reason that stupid radio scared the heck out of me. I've never played this with headphones on, except for the one time that I tried to make a video on this and I didn't want to because it got boring. Yeah, I've never played this with headphones on. I've never heard that radio sound, so whenever I heard the boop, 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 it scared me to my very core, is all I'm gonna say. I thought I was dying, because for some reason, whenever I heard it, I thought, what is that noise in real life? I thought that it was a real life noise that happened, and for some reason, that noise, like, just put a fear in my body that I only feel whenever, like, I am out in the woods by myself and I hear a freaky noise. So, since the stream is slightly story time and slightly games, I'm gonna go ahead and save my least favorite stories. Well, terrifying. I might as well say my most terrifying memories. So this one time, I am out hunting in the woods. Because, you know, I'm a hunter. I'm a fisher. I'm Brecken. But no, I'm a hunter and a fisherman. I like to hunt. I love to fish. So I was out.
The sea glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Okay. I was out in the woods, and I am out in the woods a lot, just so you guys know. I know every noise out there. If I'm out there, and I'm in the mood, and I'm in the zone, I'm just doing whatever, I know all of the noises out there. I know everything. I know what is where. I know every animal that is pretty much anywhere. If I can see it, I know where it is. But this one time, I was out hunting for squirrels because I am very fond of squirrel meat. Tastes delicious. Rabbit is better, but squirrel's okay. But yes, I like squirrel, and so I was out hunting for squirrels, or rabbits, or whatever. They were both in season, so I didn't care. And I was out walking around, and I ended up walking up a hill. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I walked... So when you get into the woods, it's just immediately... There's this big gully. It goes down about 40 feet, then it goes back up. It's just a real big, dang near valley, you could call it. I just like to call it the gully. So now, there's this gully, and it takes a big turn to the right. Now, on this turn, it kind of V's out, takes a Y neck, so it goes off in two different directions. The left turn is just a water down drift, or a little down whatever, you know? It's where the water comes down into the gully. And then the right one is where the water flows. And then I come down where the Y goes up, like before it splits. That's where I always walk. Now, in this Y, in the neck of the Y, there's this little piece of land that comes out from the main land level. So it's about 40 feet high. Now, I usually don't go on top of that, just because it's so much to climb. But this one day I was feeling alright. I had a bottle of water with me, so I was like, yeah, sure. So I do this, I climb up there, and I'm up there, and I'm looking around, catching my breath, taking a couple of drinks of water. Definitely not worrying about how much noise I make or anything, because I didn't care. Because, to be honest, I hunt better whenever I don't have to sit still. So I was just kind of drinking water, doing whatever. All of a sudden, off to my right, ahead of me, where I was gonna be going, I was looking in that direction as
organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Thank you, Karen. I was in the middle of a story, but you know, whatever. In the direction that I was looking, not even the direction I was thinking about going, the direction I was looking and getting ready to go, about 50, 60 meters out, I heard someone scream bloody murder. Help. It was a man. It was a grown man screaming help. They did it once. He did it once. And that's all I heard. I sat there for a couple minutes, and these minutes felt like hours, because it was absolutely terrifying. Because what do you do in that scenario, you know? You either go figure out what it is that the guy's screaming help for, see if you can help him, and then probably die in the process, because whatever it was him would probably hurt you as well. Or you turn around and possibly let that man die because of your own fear. Now, as I was not in the mood to die, I turned around, kept an eye on that spot, and walked away. But it has haunted me ever since. Like, what would have happened if I would have stayed? You know? And like, what he could have been screaming about? What? I used to go in that woods once every other day almost, during the season. Like, I was out there all the time. If I wasn't hunting, I was looking around and trying to find cool rocks, trying to find cool flowers so I could show my girlfriend, because she loves whenever I find flowers for her. Trying to find cool trees for my sister, because she's a photographer and I wanted to find her a tree that she could take a photo under, take a photo of, just in general. She never did because she didn't want to go out there because it's such a long walk, though. I would go out there. I would walk around. I would just take in nature. Because that's who I am. I am nature. I like the nature. I haven't went out there for a long time because of how far it is, and I just don't want to walk that far because I'm lazy. But like, it has... Since I've been out there so much, and I've never, ever heard, seen, found tracks of nothing. I've never found anything that could make a human scream like that. And for me to have heard that while I was out there, that's one of the reasons I don't go out there anymore. That and the fact that it's a mile out just to walk to it. Like, dude, I am so not okay with that woods now. Like, the only thing I could think of that wasn't something bad, like, not that, no. I mean, the only thing that I could think of that wasn't like an animal of some sort, or other human of some sort, was, like, if a guy was cutting down like a tree or something, and the tree fell on him. Okay, that's plausible. That's possible. That's a thing that could happen. But every time I think about that, I replay it in my head, and I think about me climbing up the hill, and I think about me hearing him scream, and I think about how, like, how quiet it was before that happened. There was not a single noise in that woods. There wasn't a single bird, there wasn't even a chipmunk. There are always chipmunks out there. I could go out there and there would be chipmunks every single day. Every single day I would have to shoo away chipmunks because they're so annoying. They rustle in the leaves, they sound like a freaking bear walking around because they're so loud. And it just is insane. I don't know why it just told me that my internet isn't good. It's the same as it always is. But, like, the fact that there wasn't a single noise is the thing that has always amazed me. Because there would always be noises. There would always... and squirrels, birds, never a rabbit, sometimes a raccoon. There was a few times there was a raccoon out there, but he was just annoying. But there was nothing. The entire time I was out there, there wasn't a single noise. And yet, all of a sudden, there was this man screaming help. And that alone was enough just to scare me to my bone. I wanted to be out of it quicker than anything. And let me tell you what, I was. I walked as quietly but as quickly as I could out of that woods. And well, the worst thing about that day is that ever since then, ever since then, I've went out there, and there will be birds and there will be chipmunks. But other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing out there. Ever. Like, that's kind of creepy, don't you think? I mean, like, okay. Imagine this. Maybe he was cutting a tree, and I just couldn't hear it, even though he was, like, over there. Imagine maybe a cougar got him. Imagine that maybe, just maybe, there was some sort of accident or something where a guy got tangled up in wire. Guy fell out of a tree, was trying to climb a tree, trying to get into a stand in a tree, and fell. Because it's public land. It's not my land, it's public. Anyone can go there. Imagine that did happen. Why was there no reports on it? Or anything? In any news article or anything? There was nothing. Ever. Why was there no, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's just kind of crazy to think about. But, save. How long have I been streaming for? I think like an hour or so. Methinks I'm going to go. I think I'm gonna go over to Apex. No. Yes? No. Yes? No. What do I want to do? I still got quite a while. Could just play some zombies. That's even more boring than this, though. Let me think. You know what? Yeah. We're going over to Apex. We are going to get not every, but some characters tonight. Definitely Revenant and definitely Seer tonight. Now that is how many? Like 20 levels? 25 or something like that? I can do that. I can do that. I can definitely do that. Okay, I'm gonna start another stream because I can't start another, or I can't keep the stream going for some unknown reason. It stops the stream, but I'm gonna continue the stream on the next one.